I want you to look at this interaction between Eylon Levy and the journalist from DW, asking him about the Israel intervention in the Syria conflict right now. This is an interview from July 17th, so it's a few days ago, but it's still relevant.
Let's explore this with Eylon Levy. He's a former Israeli government spokesperson. Welcome to DW. Just explain to us how you think bombing Syria's capital keeps the Druze minority safe.
Israel is staging a humanitarian intervention now to protect the Druze minority of Syria. Israelis, Druze and Jews alike have been horrified to see the images of elderly men having their mustaches shaved off, other atrocities. And that's why Israel has done two things. One, attack Syrian troops that have been trying to enter Sweida. But two, attacking the general staff building in Damascus, which was used to launch those troops towards Sweida and send a very clear message to the regime. Druze civilians must be protected. We will not allow you to harm them.
Also, I have to, state something. It's not just the videos that we see that they are trimming off their mustaches and stuff. It's horrible stuff, beheadings, shooting in the streets, making people jump off the balconies of their own homes to their death, kidnapping children, kidnapping women, elderly people. It's you cannot see that and not think of October 7 and so many other horrible atrocities around the Middle East.
As far as we outside the country, the region are concerned, what appears to have happened is there's been a long-standing beef, if I can put it that way, long-standing rivalries between Druze and Bedouin clans in that region. The Syrian government intervened to try and keep the peace, and then Israel bombed them. Just explain to us how that works and why Israel didn't go through the diplomatic channels first to say to Syria, we're concerned about what's happening in the south of your country.
Did you hear that?
That is not what human rights observe.
I'm sorry. Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said? By our accounts, it looks like there was a clash. There was something that happened between a very long, like all the time. They always have like those clashes between the Bedouins and the Druze. The Syrian government came to their help, trying to mitigate peace and coexistence. And the evil Israeli Zionists came and just started bombing everything. It's always the narrative. It's always Israel's fault. I mean, the second it's like that. Anytime anybody does something bad, horrible, anything, they're like, "Oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's bad, but let's not talk about it too much." The moment Israel intervenes, "Oh, the evil Zionists, we need to stop them. Oh, what does Israel do? Oh, those Jews, blah 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 blah." Is that the narrative? And then he got the audacity to ask Eylon Levy, why aren't you speaking with the Syrians? Why didn't you go to the Syrian government and talk to them diplomatically? Diplomatically. First of all, we tried talking to them. We already told them, do not touch the Druze, because this is not the first time they attack the Druze community of Al Sweida and other places in Syria, right? It's not the first time. So when you're saying, why didn't you say, like, spoke to them diplomatically? What do you think is going to happen? The Syrian government is the part of the problem, is the reason that it's happening. They are not just letting the Bedouins do that. They're not really mitigating for peace. This is a proxy war by the Bedouins, by the Syrians, telling the Bedouins, go attack them and we will just let you do that and we will protect you. It's all good. It's all good. Go do that. Go kill them. They don't care about the Druze. Those people, and like he said it nicely, he said beautifully, he said people who are around, like not inside the Middle East, who don't understand, this is exactly the problem. You guys don't understand. You just don't understand. Oh my God, let's see what Eylon Levy is responding to him.
Observers on the ground are reporting. the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights is reporting at least 21 extrajudicial executions in Sweida by regime forces or forces loyal to the regime. And Israel looks at Sweida and says, we cannot allow a fellow religious minority to be persecuted by Islamist forces.
Okay,
Let's remember
my
who the
question
Syrian
still
government
stands, though.
is now.
My question still stands, though. Let's say that that's what's going on. Israel sees these terrible things happening in the south of Syria. Why doesn't Israel say to Syria, this is a terrible thing, you need to sort this out? How does Israel take it upon itself to just start bombing?
Oh
Because
my
Israel is
God. Why did Israel take it upon itself to start bombing? Again, every time, Israel, why did you start doing something after a horrible thing happened? Why can't you just stop and talk about things? Because this is what the West is doing. We don't just bomb places, we just speak and talk. Why did you hit me, sir? Why did you hit my friend? The Syrian Druze are part of the Israeli Druze family. You cannot, like, there are only 1 million, estimate 1 million to almost maybe 1.5 million Druze in the entire world. They are not expanding. They're not as expanding enough. Let's say, they're not even trying to make other people Druze. You cannot be a Druze. You are either born or not. That's the options. So the Druze are a very close knit community, and they have family in Lebanon, in Syria, in Israel, some in Jordan as well. And when they see someone getting hurt from their community in a different country, they feel it in Israel as well. And we, the Jews and the Muslims and the Christians who live here, we feel for them as well, because they are part of our society. They are our brothers and sisters in arms in every corner of society. So this whole question of why are you protecting the Jews? Really, really. Also, we already said we tried that. We tried talking to them to stop the Syrian government. It's not helping. So what do you then gonna do? Try harder, ask really nice, like please, 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 with sugar on top, maybe a little cream and like cherry.
is physically stopping the formerly Al Qaeda led government of Syria from
Okay,
attacking
so
a religious minority.
thank you.
And the demand for that. Now, I want to
that's
explain
fine.
why the.
No, because I'd like, there's quite a lot I'd like to get through. I just want to get to the point of why the diplomatic angle was skipped over.
Well, Israel does not have diplomatic relations with Syria because Syria does not recognize the state of Israel. Israel hopes that Syria will want to establish diplomatic relations, just as we seem to be on the cusp of relations with Saudi Arabia and possibly with Lebanon. If the October 7th war ends with an outbreak of peace and normalization in the region.
Yeah, I have to say, Eylon Levy is doing a great job explaining in a very delicate and persuasive way. He's doing a great job of not like exploding with laughter or anger from the sheer stupidity of this journalist who does not know how to do his job and ask serious questions. I mean, it's every time. It's only when Israel is involved then they start to notice something. Like people did not talk about Sweida before Israel started to bomb the Syrian government to fend them off. People thought, oh, what the fuck is Sweida? Who is Sweida? What is it? That a root that I can eat? Sounds like a fucking vegetable. Sweida. So this is again all the time. Hamas starts a war. Oh, it's horrible. It's evil and everything. But let's not talk about it too much. Oh, Israel then kills starts defending themselves and trying to take their hostages back. Oh no, why did you do that? Hezbollah fires rockets, Israel fires back. Oh, look at how the destructive Israeli regime has destroyed Lebanon. It's always after Israel intervenes that people are starting to notice something. Did you see that? Every time.
That will be a positive development, but obviously that's not going to come at the expense of persecuted minorities in the Middle
Understood.
East.
What then do you think the Syrian government would have to do for Israel to stop bombing Syria?
Israel.
What do Syria needs to do to stop Israel from bombing Syria? Maybe stop killing the Druze. It's just, again, what the fuck? Who wrote those questions? Did you wrote those questions? I sincerely hope you did not, because it is just, whew, my God. Maybe stop killing them. That would be a good start. Maybe recognizing that Islam is not the center of everything, and if you're not Muslim, you are not supposed to be killed, right? Maybe, just, I don't know. Oh, well, the infidels.
Wants the border region to be demilitarized. The lesson that Israel drew from the October 7th attacks by Hamas is that we cannot afford to have hostile forces amassing on our border and hope for the best.
True.
Israel looks at the Syrian regime with suspicion. Let's remember that the president, Ahmed al-Shara, was on the American most wanted list until he trimmed his beard, put on a suit, and became the president of Syria.
$5
He was
million.
previously the leader of HTS, an al-Qaeda offshoot. So Israel hopes that this is a leopard that has changed its spots, but fears that he is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Okay.
There are behind-the-scenes talks between
Once Al Qaeda, always Al Qaeda. It's not going to change. He is not a new man. Like everybody says, oh, now he puts on a suit. Now he looks better. Now he looks good. How much of a moron? How much of a like demonic creature are you to believe that just because the guy changed his appearance just a little bit and now he just looks like a little cleaner, a little Westerner, that to think that now he's a changed person? He had a bounty on his head of $5 million. Just think of that. Who do you put bounty on your head? Who would you? Not nice guys, not people who want peace. They don't have like bounties on their head usually.
Israel and Syrian officials towards normalization. And if Syria makes the brave decision to support peace with Israel, Israel will, of course, welcome that.
Which takes me to my next point. Israel's attacks on Syria risk undermining ceasefires that have been established, weakening the authority of the central government, and fueling regional tensions, destabilizing a country that's already grappling with internal power.
Again, it's always Israel. It's Israel's fault that the region is destabilizing. The whole place is... The Middle East has been destabilizing itself for centuries. It's always on the brink of collapse everywhere you go. If it's in Egypt, if it's in Libya, in Tunisia, in Morocco, in fucking, Iraq. Look at Iraq, look at Libya, look at those countries. What are they? They're not even countries anymore. Can you talk about the Iraqis and the Libyans like as a one cohesive country? Is that also Israel's fault? Also, they are the fault of, like, they destroyed that. Afghanistan is Israel's fault. They destabilized the country. It's so tiring. It's so tiring, guys. It's so tiring. All the time blaming Israel. Oh my God. Find a different fucking scapegoat. It's getting so fucking ridiculous. Like, they're not even trying to hide how they're just speaking about Israel in such a hateful manner. Oh, it's Israel's fault. Remember, Zionism, it's a bad thing.
Divisions and post-Assad problems. Is the destabilization of Syria in Israel's interests?
Israel's interest is to have a peaceful Syria that respects its minorities and wants to make peace with Israel. That is what Israel wants. That is why there are talks happening behind the scenes to establish normalization with the Syrian government. The new regime, even though Israel views it with distrust, has been beneficial in many ways because it has taken Syria out of the Iranian axis, blocked the smuggling route from Iran to Hezbollah. And Israel wants the Syrian regime to be able to have enough control of its territory that it can stop the Iranian axis rearming its proxy forces in the region.
Right.
But the Israeli government is under intense domestic pressure, not from the far right or from settlers, but from Druze in Israel.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, sure. It's also from everyone. I mean, there isn't a single Israeli almost who doesn't support the Israelis supporting of the Jews in Syria. We all support the Jews. They are our brothers and sisters. Israeli brothers and sisters in every way. Those who live here, and also their brothers and sisters in Syria. But I don't know if it's our best interest to make Syria great again. I don't think. I mean, listen, what Eylon Levy says here, it's completely true. We did cut off by Syria's new establishment. They did cut off any like sense of connection between Iran and Lebanon. They have no way, almost no way, to bring in ammunition into to Hezbollah. So Hezbollah is completely screwed, and um, Iran is left in the dark. They cannot, reach them like before when Assad was in power. But I don't know, I don't know if we want Syria to be by this, government. I mean, we want Syria to be a peaceful nation. We want peaceful borders between us and Syria. We want peace and quiet, and we want the minorities there to be also, kept, like the Druze, the Alawites, the Christians. They need to be protected, all of them. So either if it's by this government, another government, or maybe cutting up Syria into some some pieces and making like a Druze Alawite Christian country, maybe just a Druze country, a Kurd country, and the Muslim country in the middle. I don't know. I don't know. I do think that the Druze need their own homeland. I do think that they need their own place to call home. Not because I want to kick all the Druze from here, not in a freaking million years, but I do think they deserve a place of their own, so they'll have um, a sense of like leadership, a sense of um, self. It's important. It's important. Everyone has and needs to have like a strong sense of like roots. And I don't know, like maybe I don't know. Yeah, let's stop here. Elon Levy again doing a great job, like always, tackling those freaking circus clowns coming at him from different directions with ridiculous questions. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Talk about what's going on in Syria. Don't stop talking about what's going on in Syria. We need to protect the Druze. We need Syria to stop their relentless attack against minorities. It has gone far, too far, and we cannot let it happen. So speak up, please. Thank you, and stay fizzy.